Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can tell from the title of the video, today I'm going to be showing you how to create this makeup look that I've got on my face right now. So obviously, as you can see, it's very sort of glam, perfect for sort of like a night out or anything like that, more evening appropriate. Or if you're just feeling a bit extra, a bit bougie, just want to get all glammed up. So if you wanted to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. So I'm starting out with this Tatcha, the water gel moisturiser. I usually use my magic cream, but I just wanted to try something a little bit different today, switch it up a bit. So I'm just using about 3 pumps of that and popping it all over my skin, just giving that a good massage in. I did actually put too much on, so I had to take it down to my chest because I put so much on. So you probably only need about 1 to 2 pumps of this, but I love this cream. It's really super hydrating, but doesn't feel sort of as heavy on the skin as the magic cream does. So for foundation, I'm actually taking a sample that I got. So this one is the Hourglass Vanish Liquid Foundation. So this is kind of like a liquid version of the Vanish stick that they already do. And it's £52 this foundation, which is why I'm using a sample and didn't buy it sort of full price before I tried it out. As you can see, it's super full coverage and I definitely got the wrong shade because it's obviously way too dark for me. But I have tried this foundation out once before and it wasn't my favourite, so I wanted to try it again. But I think the shade just lets it down because obviously this isn't my shade, so it doesn't look that great. But yeah, I'm just bouncing that into the skin with a beauty blender. I'm just in a minute going to take that down my neck as well because obviously I need to blend in my neck. For concealer, I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away in shade 2. For the life of me, I could not get this bloody concealer open. It took me ages to get it open, but I'm just basically putting that quite generously under my eyes in kind of the triangle shape that, you know, helps to highlight the face. I'm also going to be taking that in a second as well down the centre of my nose and just a little bit on my chin just to help highlight my face as well. And then, you know the drill, just blending it in with my beauty blender as always. This is quite a thick, full coverage concealer, so you probably don't really need as much as I put on, but I do have very dark under eyes, so I do like to sort of cake it on a little bit under there. So for bronzer, I'm going in with my Hourglass Sheer Colour Trio and obviously taking the bronzer shade in here. I've been really loving cream bronzing at the moment. I just find that cream bronzer blends in so much more seamlessly to the skin than a powder bronzer does, and it looks a lot more fresh and sort of glowy. So I've been really into using this at the moment, and I'm just taking this sort of flat eBay brush and I'm basically just putting it on all the high points of my face. So around my hairline, on tops of my cheeks, and I'm taking a little bit around my nose as well, just to slightly give a little bit of warmth to my nose. For blush, I'm just going in with the blush from the same palette. This is obviously a cream blush as well, and I'm just using the same brush and just basically, as you can see, sort of stippling that onto the apples of my cheeks. I don't like too much blush, so I'm only using a tiny bit, but I just love the way this looks really super natural on the skin, but it lasts all day as well. I literally love this palette so much. For powder, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder in the shade 2, and I'm basically just shaking it upside down so I get a little bit in the lid. Taking my beauty blender, I'm taking a tiny little bit of that and basically just pressing it right on that crease line under my eye. So I don't want to use too much of this, but just so that it really sets that crease and I don't get any crease in throughout the day. Then I'm just taking whatever's left on the beauty blender for the powder and I'm just basically pressing that over the top of my eyelid as well. This is just going to set my eyelid, so when we come to do eyeshadow in a second, it's nice and sort of set down, and then it's not going to make your eyeshadow go all patchy and crease as well. For highlighter, I'm taking this Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess highlighter that I haven't used for literally ages, so I wanted to sort of reuse it again. I'm using this on a Morphe brush, just basically putting it on all the areas that I usually highlight. So on the tops of my cheekbones, I'm taking it a little bit on my brow bone as well, and then I'm going to take some on the tip and down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow and on my chin as well. So I want this look to be like super glowy and highlighted. And this highlighter, I forgot how much I love it. It's so nice. I've had it for literally about 2 years and I haven't used it in ages, so I'm really happy that I sort of rediscovered this because it's actually beautiful. So I'm just flicking away the excess powder that I had underneath my eyes, and then I'm just going in with a bit of MAC Fix Plus. So I'm just spraying this sort of all over the skin. I just find that this helps mesh all of the makeup into the skin a bit better and make it look a bit more seamless and fresh. So I wanted to do one eye off camera first, so I sort of knew what I was doing. So this is what we're kind of working with on the other eye. So I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, which is obviously the purple one, and I'm going to be taking the lightest shade in the palette, which is this sort of matte pink shade, and I'm going to be taking this on a Morphe brush. I'll link all of the brushes in the description for you, so if you wanted to check any out, they'll be in the description box. So as you can see, I'm basically just fluffing this through the crease. I'm sort of going in circular motions and window screen wiper motions to sort of blend that mostly on the outer corner, but I am also taking it sort of in the inner corner of the eye as well. And I'm just making sure that I wing this sort of shape of the eye out. So I like to do this with my eyeshadow to give a more feline effect. And then I'm just going in with a clean brush and just reblending the edges so that it's nice and seamless. So now going in with the darker shades, I'm mixing the two shades that I'm pointing to now, so kind of the two darker mattes in the palette, and I'm taking this on a MAC 217, and I'm basically just pressing that first of all on the outer corner of my eye. So as you can see, I'm trying to keep it in that kind of wing shape, but I'm really sort of pressing this shade on so that it's nice and dark on the outer corner. So basically you just want to keep building this colour up until you're happy with the sort of intensity of it. I went in with quite a few layers until I sort of was happy with it. Then I'm going back in with the first brush that we used to apply the pink just to sort of blend it out. So I'm basically just again going back in with more product just to sort of intensify it a little bit more, and then I'm going to blend it out in a second again with the brush. So it's all about going in with product, then just blending it, going in with more, and then blending it again. So now what I'm doing is mixing the exact same shades again and basically just doing exactly the same thing as what we've just done, but to the inner corner of my eye. So I'm just stamping the sort of product right in that inner corner there and leaving the centre of my lid completely bare. So I'm just pressing in the product and then going back in with the first brush that we used just to sort of blend it out with that pink so it's nice and seamless. This look is basically just all about the blending, but we are going for more of a halo eye effect today, so you just want to make sure that you leave that centre lid area completely bare and without any sort of colour on it at the moment. So now I'm going to go in with the centre shade of the palette, which is this really beautiful sort of metallic shimmery light purple. I'm just going to use that on my finger and basically just press that right in the centre of the lid, because obviously we're going for that halo eye, so we want it to be lighter in the centre of the lid, and this colour is literally stunning. It's such a beautiful shade. I absolutely love the way it looks. Now I'm going in with this slightly darker purple shimmer, and I'm basically just putting that on the edges of where we've just put that other shadow, so it just kind of blends it in with the darker eyeshadow a little bit better. So what I'm doing now is just my lower lash line, so I'm going in with the first shade that we used on the blank canvas E10 brush, and I'm just basically going to be running this all the way along underneath my lower lash line. So I'm taking that right the way along, and I am building this up until it's quite intense, because I do like quite an intense lower lash line recently. I'm just making sure that that colour is nice and bright and that it also connects with sort of the outer corner as well. And then I'm just going to go in with the two darker shades that we used mixed together on a slightly more precise brush. I'm just basically going to be focusing this shade on the outer third of the eye, and again connecting that to what we've already done on the top as well. So you could easily stop here, but I'm actually going to go in with a tiny bit of rose gold glitter. This one is from LA Splash. So I'm just putting on a little bit of eye glitter primer. This one is from Beauty Bakery, and just sort of patting that in with my finger. And then just patting straight on the glitter, just focusing that obviously in the centre of my eye. And I did tip my head back so that I didn't get any fallout. So you've got to be careful with glitter if you've done your base first. So I'm basically, just as you can see, pressing that right in the centre of my eye. So I'm just taking my Dolce Vita palette from Charlotte Tilbury and using the highlight shade in here just to sort of press that in my inner corner, because I wanted quite a bright white highlight in the inner corner, so this shade is literally perfect for that. For mascara, I'm taking my L'Oreal Paradise mascara and also these Doll Beauty lashes. These ones are in the style Eva. They are super full and wispy. I absolutely love them. This is what they look like up close. They're so nice. And then I'm just putting a tiny bit of mascara on just to coat my lashes just before I put the lashes on, just so that they blend nice and seamless, but I'm not putting too much mascara on at all. So for lips, I'm first of all going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Supersize lip liner and this limited edition Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Confession. And I'm literally such a failure, because this is literally the only footage that I have that you can actually see me doing my lip liner. I know it's really out of sort of shot and everything. I'm really sorry, I didn't realise how zoomed in I was. But as you can see, I'm just very slightly overlining my lips with this lip liner. And then I'm just going to go in and put quite a generous layer of that lipstick on. As you can see, it's this really beautiful sort of shiny nude colour. I absolutely love this shade. Right, and that is pretty much it, guys. So that is the completed finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give the video a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.